Chelsea face Crystal Palace in the FA Cup semi-finals at Wembley on Sunday afternoon. Thomas Tuchel's side are hoping to attain their third consecutive final in this competition and will be wanting a change of fortunes this time around. Final defeats towards Arsenal and Leicester City have left Chelsea with a dismal recent record at Wembley, which was additionally introduced to in February when they lost the Carabao Cup final to Liverpool on penalties. They are again at Wembley following victory against Middlesbrough. While Crystal Palace clinched a spot in the last four after knocking out Everton. Here are all the details that you need to tune into Chelsea vs Crystal Palace on Sunday 17 April. For UK supporters, the game will be broadcast on ITV as well as reachable to view on the ITV Hub. US clients can view the FA Cup clash on ESPN+. Thomas Tuchel's side are fresh from being crowned champions of the world and head back into league action against their London counterparts this weekend. The Blues haven't won back-to-back league outings since the end of October and will be searching to make it a ninth straight win over the Eagles in the league. Chelsea have won their last 8 Premier League games against Crystal Palace. There has not been a draw in the past 21 Premier League meetings, with Chelsea triumphing 17 and Palace 4. Chelsea's Premier League win rate of 76% versus Palace is the best of any team to have played the same opponent at least 20 times. Crystal Palace have managed just 2 league victories in their past 13 attempts and are winless in 5. Their sole victory in 16 Premier League derbies came versus Tottenham earlier this season. However, the Eagles ought to beat 3 top 4 opponents in the same top-flight campaign for the first time. They have already defeated Spurs and Manchester City this season. Palace can equal the club top-flight record of scoring in 12 successive home matches, set from February to October 1990. Michael Olise has scored 3 goals and assisted 4 in his past 7 appearances in all competitions. He's averaging a goal or help every 75 minutes this season. Odsonne Edouard can become the first Palace player to score in 4 successive top-flight domestic matches since Mark Bright had a run of 5 between December 1990 to January 1991. Chelsea's most latest Premier League victory against Tottenham was just a second win in 8 top-flight matches. The Blues could win back-to-back league games for the first time since October. They have dropped points in 4 of their last 5 Premier League away matches after triumphing 6 of their opening 7 fixtures on the road this season. Their defeat at West Ham in December ended a run of 7 consecutive Premier League away wins in London derbies. They could lose consecutive London derbies away from home for the first time since December 2017 against Crystal Palace and West Ham. The Blues have kept just 3 clean sheets in their past 14 Premier League fixtures. Christian Pulisic has scored a career-best 5 goals in his 5 Premier League appearances against Crystal Palace, including 3 and 2 at Selhurst Park. Romelu Lukaku is too short of 200 career league goals. He has scored 8 goals in 12 Premier League matches against Crystal Palace. Chelsea are set to face South London rivals Crystal Palace on Easter Sunday in what could turn out to be one of their most vital games of the season. Tuesday evening saw heartache for the Blues as they lost 5-4 on aggregate to Real Madrid in the quarter-finals of the Champions League after fighting so hard in the second leg. The reigning European champions appeared as though the tie, which saw them lose the first leg 3-1, had been swung in their favor after going up 3-0 after 75 second leg minutes. A late goal from Rodrigo, however, as well as a header from Karim Benzema in extra time, saw the West London side let the tie slip between their fingers after a game fueled by passion. The loss did come with its positives, however. For one, Chelsea travelled to the Santiago Bernabeu and won the game over 120 minutes. They did not just win the game though, Tuchel's boys put on an exemplary display in opposition to a Carlo Ancelotti side that weren't a match. Secondly, Thomas Tuchel is very excellent at being one step in advance of the opposition manager. Former Chelsea star Cesc Fabregas took to Twitter to reward the German tactician after the game. "Whatever happens, Chelsea are blessed with Thomas Tuchel. What a manager. If it weren't for a world-class outside of the boot cross from playmaker Luka Modric and a well-taken opportunity 10 minutes later from talisman Karim Benzema, Chelsea, in the eyes of many, deserved to win the tie." The Blues came into the first leg low on confidence after being entirely torn apart by West London competitors Brentford, and they seemed to make up for that the following week. However, it was not to be, and more knockout heartbreak for the Blues struck. Earlier in the year, Chelsea solidified a place for themselves in the final of the Carabao Cup, and after 120 minutes of football that, once again, many would argue the Blues should have won, the European champions lost to Liverpool on penalties. With Easter Sunday looming, Chelsea need to get over their midweek heartbreak rapidly and turn their attention towards their FA Cup semi-final against Crystal Palace. Palace, who, under Patrick Vieira, have been having a very great season so far, will be desperate to reach their first FA Cup final since 2016, when they lost 2-1 to Manchester United. Chelsea will have to carry their passion to show themselves into the game with them. Having already won the UEFA Super Cup and the FIFA Club World Cup so far this season, the weekend's FA Cup tie will be Chelsea's last remaining chance to lift a trophy this season, as the race for the Premier League seems to be between just Manchester City and Liverpool for another season on the trot. Blues loanee Conor Gallagher, who has been a standout star for the Eagles this season, will not face off in Sunday's game, much to manager Vieira's disliking. "It's an experience the player is missing, and I'm upset for him," he said, as quoted by the Mirror. "He has played all the games so far, and if there's somebody who deserves to be in the semi-final, it's him because of his performances, so I'm upset he won't be able to play." The 21-year-old will instead watch on from the sidelines as his lone side take on the side he will most likely represent next season. Should Chelsea not get through Sunday's game, their last remaining goal for the season will be to secure a top-4 finish, which looks well within their grasp at the moment. As such, they will be desperate to get their foot in the final, with Manchester City and Liverpool playing out the other semi-final of the competition. Kindly subscribe, like, share, comment and press on the notification bell for latest news out.